Hello everybody, this is pt.2 and welcome back to some more Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations. In the previous episode we had started episode 2, Turnabout Airlines, and we were accused of murder. Just like every other character in this game, including Phoenix actually. And as we were released, Mr. Lebranc here accused us again. And now we have to go in and examine the crime scene. If you like what you see, leave a like down below. Subscribe to me if you haven't already. Comment. Anything. Anything. Well, not anything. Maybe some stuff that might be beneficial to me to help me out. And share with your friends so they can enjoy this themselves. Let's get moving. What? You want to examine the crime scene? If you would grant me a little... Oh, wait. No, it was De Niro. My bad. If you grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprits. I don't like the sound of that. Fox and a duck pen. Yes, I think that's how you say it in English. It's Fox guarding the hen house. And I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Mr. Nero, if you wait until we arrive, there is a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then. I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say. Ha! This should not be approved. Please, Mr. Leblanc, in an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now please, wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back. You were not planning to erase evidence while you were doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. Ha! We will see. Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene. What? Unbelievable! I am in your debt, Mr. Nero. However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that? Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural that I'm still a suspect in this case. I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth every move. I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to touch the partner button. It's time to head to the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge. Now we are in control. Okay, great. Alright, let's get moving. Talk to the other passengers, see what they have to say. Don't get too near me, you criminal. He said, don't get near me, you criminal. I'm not the killer, and I intend to prove that starting now. But that's contrary to the facts. He says, but it's contrary to facts. I can understand his English just fine, thank you very much. So let's see what Mr. Leblanc has to say. Mr. Leblanc seems to be protecting the gargantuan vase on the chair rather closely. It's a marvelous vase though, isn't it? Yes, I dare say so as a professional attendant. I don't think there's any real connection between a piece of art and being an attendant. But I'm not just any old attendant. I'm a professional flight attendant. As though there was such a thing as an amateur flight attendant. I may have a word with you. This steak so awesome. That's great to hear. However, I would like to ask you a few questions. I was here whole time, so wouldn't know. You just speak. Please pick one. Yes, I can hear that. Hey, miss! But another... Oh, wait. Hey, miss, how about another glass? Excuse me, but I was wondering if you know anything about the murder. How about it? How about a glass together? I'm sorry, but I must decline. I wasn't talking to you. I was asking the cute attendant. I'm sorry, but I'm on the clock right now. But if you need a refill, I'll be happy to bring you another glass at any time. You got it, Toots. That's no way to talk to a lady. Ah, yes. March 12th, 7:26 a.m. Flight A390, first floor lounge. Oh, that was the voice I should have given him, but that would have been racist. I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Tenero. It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you to that extent. I don't want you to think your standing with me has changed. I see. I will bear that in mind. I received an order from the captain earlier. He wants you to know that we reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, we ask that you please return to your seat at that time. So my time runs out to this crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. Leblanc's testimony before time is up. I understand. By the way, is there any place that you can think of where the killer might hide on board? I don't think so. After every first-class passenger that was accounted in her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes in first class without staff keycard. And we found no record of a keycard being used at all. Which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either. Let's begin the investigation. Now then, let's get started. But where should we start from? Let's start with Mr. Leblanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere. If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes. The first order of business will be gathering information to win your trust. Alright. Let's go over here first. Just toppled over a chair. Yet another victim with the turbulence. No, look at all that grape juice stain in the bag. You may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable. It was. Yes, it was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour this plane. The Rocker Pals leader sat in this very chair. I'm sorry, but what are these Rocker Pals? I can't believe you've never heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They added pals to the part as they became more popular, especially among teens. That explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thoughts, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. Alright. This grand piano is the pride of the plane. It can play music of whatever CD we put into its CD drive? That's not a piano. It's more like an overgrown music box. But its keys are pressed along with the music, as though there's really someone playing it. Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. I agree with that statement. Wait. These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There's quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area. Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicion I have about you. I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. Can we go anywhere else? No, it's just here. Now, I can examine the door. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds tell me nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds. Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them? I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation. The clouds, they tell me nothing. Which means stay away from it. There's no information here. Alright, so that's that. Glasses and candles overthrown into disarray by the turbulence. It's been a while since I've seen this big a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off. I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it. Alright, now let's examine the body. What floors does this elevator service? Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard. So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh? It wouldn't rest until I was inspected every suspicious-looking cranny. He has a tag on him. I wonder what was hanging off his lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Now if I could just put my finger on it. Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was in Mr. Hicks' wallet at some point. I was actually trying to look at the card. Okay. Apparently the cards don't count either. What is this? Sinister looking figure on the floor here. Oh, that's a picture of our company mascot, Mr. Ifley. It's just... Oh, I fly. Whoops. It's just one of those many pieces of merchandise we sell in our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition, and it's so popular we're down to our last one. You have an in-flight shop? Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open to the whole flight until Mr. Hicks' body was discovered. There's blood on here. Could this have been the murderer? Seems like he was hit on the back of the head. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in the elevator on this flight. So Mr. Hicks, he's really dead? Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when she knows there's a corpse right here. Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes. I see she's over-trembling now, although a new symptom has seemed to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus more on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks' head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Even his glasses are broken. There seems to be something in his pocket. There's something sticking out of his pocket. Hope you won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture. It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. I'm sorry I'm not like commentating what my thought process is. It's going so fast that I don't have time to react to it. Mr. Hicks' machine is nowhere to be found. His machine? His cell phone, Mr. Nero. I guess because it's not here, Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it too. Alright, that's all we need. And now it's time for some logic. Yes. Where was the killer? Murder weapon, broken glasses, sprung for trauma. Okay, so where was the killer? And the elevator could have been on the first or second floor. True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, that's a different story. In the elevator with Hicks? Question mark? So the murder weapon, Mr. iFly, and the blunt for trauma on the back of his head, they connect. Whoops. Sorry, I just need to do this because my phone is being a piece of crap. Alright. A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out. Yes, what is it? The way the blood on this is, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head. Well, aren't we deserving of the master of the obvious title? Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that's worth investigating? It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon. Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection. Perhaps the master of the obvious would be oblivious would be more befitting. Alright, in the elevator with Hicks' broken glasses. Could they connect? I don't know. I'm going to do the save thing. I'll try. I doubt it, though. Nope, it doesn't connect. So that's what happens when they don't fit together. That's interesting. Okay. I already checked this area earlier, but it never had to take another look. Alright, so there's no deduction or anything. Okay. Oh wait, we need between 6 and 6:15, right? What or who is this? This is a bronze statue of the founder of iFly Airlines, Mr. Hugo iFly. This one was on the left was when he was in his 40s, and the other is of him in his 80s. The man actually aged in the span of 4 decades. Maybe I need to squint more. Alright. Let's put that. So no more logic. Oh, but there's stuff here. There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assumed it was spilled during the turbulence. Oh, we must clean it up or somebody might get hurt. Aha! What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I found some very important evidence. What is the important piece of evidence at the scene? The footprints!
Take that!
Take that! What is it? They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree that they're a set of footprints. So you think... Yes, these belong to our killer. Oh, then maybe we should check out the shoe sizes of everyone in first class. I don't think that would be of any help to us. Unfortunately, prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match. Oh, I see. Now, with that new piece of logic, I wonder that... Yes! I have it! Huh? I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth. I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder. What? Really? Yes. It's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me that this very fact, that someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as the victim is dead, that would mean a second person. But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself? No, because they're going the other direction. But if you take the look at the victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless. Which means Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. What's going on over there? It's Lebranc again. Two people? Unforgivable! This is unforgivable! Do you understand what I'm saying? The movie is late! It is the same level of bad... It is the same level of bad as it plane arrived late. But the movie... What? I will not talk to you anymore. You are just wasting my time. What is the matter, Mr. Leblanc? If there is no emergency, please... Oh, wait. If there is no emergency, please return to your seat. Do not tell me what to do. I do not just sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you're innocent yet? If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now. What? Nonsense! Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken? Not mistaken, merely that there is room for doubt. I'd be more honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail. Fine, suit yourself. I'm certain that I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was when the needles on my watch were pointed to the 6 and 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes? Then you, the only person in the lounge at the time, must be the criminal. Forgive me, this is like the first thing I've eaten all day. I'm certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. Hold it! Whoops, I didn't mean to press on that. I already know what the contradiction is. Mr. Leblanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at that time? So this last outburst is a bit too important to let go. The only person inside that was that Mr. Hicks man. Objection. Mr. Leblanc, what is it? There's a very glaring contradiction in your testimony. What do you mean? Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice. Yes, and? Will you admit that you also spilled it with blood? No, it spilled itself during turbulence. But the interesting thing here is a set of grape juice and figure footprints. Footprints? Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth? Can you please translate for us? No way. That's totally impossible. I guess that's what he said. No way, that's totally impossible. I know that there was no other person in it. Oh, crap. Whatever. I saw with my own eyes. Did you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't think Mr. Leblanc is lying to us. I suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. But then, what does it mean? This contradiction. Mr. Leblanc. Please, just once more. Will you call the details of what you witnessed for me? What I saw, part 2. I'm very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me. I closely saw the elevator when he was entering it, but I swear there was no one else inside. No one. Mr. Leblanc, if you would please calm down. What? How dare you have an issue with my eyewitness testimony? Not at all. Please, forget I said anything. Again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can't let this testimony stand as truth. I'm very upset when Mr. Hicks went around my seat.
Hold it!
So, you're still upset now?
I am also upset. There's the only time when I'm not. When I'm done is when I have a piece of art in my hands.
It's surprisingly easy to believe that about him.
But I was even more upset when Mr. Hartwell attacked me. I was always checking the time over and over again.
Hold it!
Hold it. Why were you so attentive to the time?
Because something unforgivable was happening.
Come to think of it, you were yelling quite about something unforgivable earlier.
I was giving incomplete to the agenda about the movie. Movie starring time. We're trying back to me more time and money. You understand?
Movie? Is he talking about the invite one that's mentioned in the magazine? Summary of plots in the starting time. Interesting.
There was pictures of blazing to blood, black, rape, and murder. I cannot see the movie in the country. You can only see it on international flights. Now, I look forward to agree with that movie, but I check my pocketbooks whenever possible, so I will not miss it. Even when I check my pocketbooks, I see the destination time when I come on board. So my watch is not wrong, it's not suspendable. But the movie is so late. Very late.
Hold it, your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little bit more about it if that's alright.
The movie I wanted to see was not start, so I checked my pocketbook many times.
Not ready to present evidence yet. So this movie you mentioned is the one listed in Sky magazine.
Yes. I'm looking forward to a bunch of light of the law blood not from murder.
Mr. Nero, was this movie shown on flight? Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time. Is it impossible that you simply slipped through it by accident?
Nonsense. You doubt me?
No, stop pointing at me like that. Odd. How did he miss a movie that he was clearly hoping to see?
I don't know what's written in times, but I'm not for sure. My watch is set to my destination time. I always try to put on board the plane.
Now take a look here. All times shown correspond to our departure time zone. 3, 2, 1. Objection. Mr. Leblanc, you said it just now in your testimony.
My pocketbook for the document in time and came on board.
Now, if your watch has been set to our destination's time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination.
Yes, ma'am. The correct time is worth the that.
I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe this Sky magazine, plots on the slides run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Mr. Nero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now? Well, we made a short stop at the transfer point.
That's right.
Sorry. That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Zhang. But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now we are still running on Borganian time.
What?
The time difference between Borgania and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch will be out of sync with the schedule.
What?
Further, with your underworld watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. It also changes everything about your testimony. And you can bet 1 million cents on that. In the light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m. Holy crap. That voice is fun. I think I'm going to keep that in my repertoire. This should clear up all of the remaining accusations. So this basically winds the time frame for the time of death, right? Yes. Because Mr. Leblanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m., it means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time, and what was he doing? I've got something to say. And you are... Yeah, no. I'm Cammy Mealy. I'm a flight attendant. And what is it you wish to say? Well, I think your story's a little different from how I remember it. What do you mean, Cammy? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know. What? How can you be so sure of the time? Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point. At the stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer in Zhangval, correct? At the stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer in Zhangval, correct? This flight will be making a brief stop to refuel and transfer cargo in the Republic of Zhangval between 4 and 5 a.m. We ask that all passengers remain on board at that time. Thank you for your cooperation. Yes, it was from 4 to 5 according to our clocks. At what time did any of the passengers leave or did anyone's board this flight? No. Now before we get on, more wacky music. I don't know where they get the music for this stuff. Anyway, we're gonna end it off here. In the next episode of Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations, we are going to be moving on with this conversation and find out what Cammy has to say. So, I will see you guys